they decided they could just fit their players around it.
Yeah. They do go for the start.
Like you see this game could go just like quick Navi steamroll through taking towers, all depend on the edge. Like not to say like, oh, it's over, Navi have won this, but Navi's draft are much easier to execute.
But what we've seen, by the way, they smoked up in the fountain right away. Kazu TP to off lane and the support TP to mid lane. They got out really deep wards right away without being spotted. Really nice. And they do go for the Exort Invoker. Or they will have to be. The early game needs to be really good. The Edge needs to make it work, which is gonna be troublesome because Witch Doctor is so good against Edge.
Yeah, imagine your role is to be where the Ench is ganking. Pick up an early TP if you have to.
And we spoke about the bottom kind of chasing the Ench. This is the Witch Doc's role now.
Yep. Early high ground ward mid, Navi deciding which boundary route to go for. They're gonna head bottom.
Did they Ra on bottom? So to carry bottom and the mid draw?
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen this. I believe Navi they have done Deadly Drow mid before, and Teacher, of course.
Wait, they just conceded both runes for free? Didn't contest any of them.
And that was they had the high ground on everything. They saw where Navi were going. They saw them head bottom. Problem was Invoker was already committed to the bottom rune, and Navi themselves had vision of the Invoker. So they were like, well, Invoker level 1? I mean, Escape's level 1 fight is bad. Slack bad, Invoker, Ench, Beastman, like none of these heroes actually have fight outside the bench with the stun.
And to be fair, bounty runes aren't as big as they used to be, and you know, you don't want to risk your life for it. If you're not confident with it, you shouldn't do it.
So on the mid lane.
Chances are starting on the big camp, getting a centaur, pretty good creep.
Yeah. May even just grab 2 creeps and then.
Yeah. Definitely gonna wait for a second one. But doesn't have a smoke yet though.
Yeah, it doesn't have a smoke. Oh, you could just walk to the top lane.
And lane with the beast for a while as well.
Or
but then again, I really like this carry Mirana there because.
Spoil that
shot. You saw that? How you blocked the arrow with the hawk? That was so good. But yeah, like the carry Mirana,
easy CS though.
It's kind of like a counter to the Ench already, right? They're expecting the aggression on the safe lane, so they put down in the mid lane instead.
Gets the cast, kills the Forward Spirit. Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that stuff. I'll take my farm.
Wait, so for Navi, they secured mid lane with the Witch Dog. They secured safe lane with the Bottom.
They secured off lane as well with the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard for Escape to have the good early game that they need to have.
Eric is getting beaten down. Does have the poor man's shield and plenty of regen, but this is a lane where Nature's Prophet.
The trees just beat him up so badly. 32 damage.
All it takes is General getting like an early phase boot, and suddenly he can be a menace, teeping around the map, doing some good ganks, good pressure.
You can see the creeps on bottom lane. You have 2 waves coming in for General. He's having a really good hand already.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot they can do. Even if they hit that, General can just go for the TP out after the stun, or force the stun and then TP out.
Yeah, it would have been close. At least they would have gotten some space, but
yeah,
unfortunate.
So Wave gonna continue to push here as Synderen. We're gonna try D-ward the pull camp. Misses on the first sentry. We'll have the second one available.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, guessing wrong, has to commit 2. And there we go.
He did as well. Deadly didn't get it the first time instead and doesn't spawn, but looking to pull the big camp instead.
I mean, we talked about this being a game for Ench to do a lot. Yapsu so far has not found any openings, partly because of that safe lane Mirana.
Kazu's middle with an Invis rune. He's skilled Axis as well. They're gonna try to go for a kill here, I guess. But it's weird with the Beastmaster, because they also saw the ball rotate in.
First Shockwave gonna miss as well. Dendi, fine. And yeah, he looks like, no, he's gonna stay invis here. He wants to try and summon a 4 on top of Dendi. Old Snap is there. First blood happens bottom lane. Dendi's gonna keep our eyes on this game, because Dendi gets Shockwave against Fairy Fires up.
One more Shockwave. He needs to dodge the next Shockwave. He's not going for it? Oh, I think it was with his micro.
Would have been enough damage.
It's such a juke right now.
What happened bottom? That was a Seniko Oracle rotation, I believe.
He just got walled down pretty much. He just got right click. Yeah. I mean, they don't really have more than right clicks, but yeah.
Yeah. They would right clicks is all you need some of the time.
Like what happened is he pounced aggressively and then he was kind of stuck and just. You see how much damage he takes? It's crazy.
This does not feel like a game where Slack is going to be able to
snowball.
Yeah,
he's going to have a really rough time. This looks more like the Navi we know. Just put on the aggression.
Yeah.
Leave Didya alone in safe lane.
We're not seeing the aggression quite yet, but you know it's coming.
Yeah.
This is a draft which will snowball completely out of control.
You know what makes sense for them to pick carry Mirana because it really goes with their style too. Just like ditch him on the safe lane and
But you know, before the Ags upgrade, they were running Karamarana for DJ, like going for like the old Lincoln's build and stuff, and just playing the safe lane carry that couldn't be ganked. Bottom lane, Synderen, called out. General may need to keep me home. He goes for himself, but
he took so much. He did de-aggro the tower. He took like 4 tower hits.
He de-aggroed the tower. Perhaps he had the teleport and everything.
Yeah, he would have survived, but he took like 4 tower hits. It's like 300 damage on the top of it. Well, that was really good for the Slark back in the game.
Oh, for now. As soon as the push comes in, he's going to be right back out of the game. He's like, so I recovered, but I still can't do anything, guys.
Half a level until Mirana ult is up. Escape will have to need sentries ready on mid lane as well as bottom lane. Rotation coming in on top. Kaiser might be in trouble here.
Here he goes. Out of the purge. Teacher out. Gets the double starstorm off, and Kezi goes down. So Nico securing that kill.
Double starstorm, just so sick damage.
Era getting low again at this bottom lane. Had some creep support from a mud golem, but that's not gonna.
He has no regen left either. He desperately needs at level 6.
I mean, that's the thing. This is that point in the game where if you're slacking, you go back to base, you lose so much. You'd like to stay here and leech XP for level 6, but you're also very vulnerable. It is nighttime though, so it does have that vision advantage over Navi.
Yeah. Growl almost level 6, half a level as well, and then the advantage will really start to ramp up.
Yeah. Bottom lane. I think they know Era's low. They've seen him now. He's got back up in the form of Synderen.
Throwing some rocks. He actually flew in, but without any regen, so Era thinks he can survive until level 6 without any additional regen.
Oh,
they might lose the tower though.
I mean, let's say Navi happy to just take this tower, perhaps. Era.
They can't go in. Era can't go in. They can't kill him.
Oh, nice Moonlight Shadow as well. Synderen getting low. Yeah, the right click damage with the precision or a drought. This is pre-level 6.
Yeah, not level 6 yet. Synderen's dead. They're gonna get the tower right after this.
So Nico.
Oh, the chicken is dead. It's going to tower range. Oh. Unfortunately, but you know, just happens sometimes.
He's got 2 points in the untouchable, so right-clicking this guy not easy. They just have to give up. The cast's going to start bouncing around. Does not bounce back to Yapster immediately. Now it does.
Be careful. Oh,
not quite.
He got an urn. A kill here is really big for Yapster.
Yeah, he wants that, and he can heal up. And I think they will find at least one kill, possibly through the action. Right close. They'll clean up here in the bottom lane. Era does not quite get level 6 pretty well.
Leave him feet.
Range creep.
Nice. Perfect. Whew. Now we can start playing Dota again.
Yes.
But you see, Yapster just knew exactly how much he can tank, and he just set up 2 beautiful kills for his team.
We've seen a lot of different edge builds. I like that he recognizes this game to go for this untouchable because of how like right-click important Navi's craft is. As far as finding kills, it's all about those right clicks. Perhaps until like a Witch Doctor level 6 happens.
Yeah. Beastmaster close to level 5. 3 more minutes until the tomb comes out.
But every tower taking a beating. You've got top and bottom tier 1 both close to deny range.
Hardquest keeping up in CS and mid lane though, pretty impressive.
Yep. Synderen. So we'll get met by the Slack though. Crowd's gonna bounce around and Era doesn't have mana for the ultimate, but not gonna need it.
Wow! Started hit, that's like 120 damage. Whew. The minus armor.
And the bonus damage from the bench, so. Navi. We talk about them playing aggressive, and this is a classic Navi aggressive draft, but you've got to sometimes control that aggression.
Got a top tower, creep pretty much. Jumping on a beast.
Yeah, he's been
can't dodge the area, he can't. Nice. So good. He couldn't dodge anywhere.
Yeah, you talk about how he used to play Mirana. He is a Mirana player. He knows how to play this. This is one of those teams that has three Mirana players, really. All 3 of their cores. Neither of the support perhaps known for it, but
if you have 3 cores, you don't need any support playing it.
I mean, Yapster would like to have a word with you after yesterday, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like, if you play like Yapster, you. Alright, but on Prophet might. No mana for ult on Era.
The cast bounce, yes, going back and forth. Artstyle saves the day. General's got the invis, he's going to throw the ultimate out as well, and it swipes through Synderen. TP on home.
This is really problematic, because at the second time Era just simply doesn't have mana to use the spells.
Smoke up now, head towards the mid lane. Koikba could be in a very vulnerable position here. Yeah. And with an Exile Invoker, you've got no good escape. No Tornado, no Ghost Walk.
Smoked up on the edge though.
And this is
gonna be so bad because I want to go on this.
Yeah, Koikba's thinking like, oh, I'm baiting, but no, not baiting. They're coming to you. It's Dendi. He is the sniper. Also, looks like the back go down. Get the one kill here. Can they find more? The leak will not catch up to Dijara.
And should be able to chase him down with advantage.
So risky chase in the uphill miss on the first impetus.
Shouldn't do it anymore.
Teacher does have another Star Storm if he goes in treads, and yeah, I don't think you want to chase into this. And
General just is an amazing game. He's so farm. Pressure into 2 already.
The tower's dropping is just going to start to build up the Navi economy. And we look at it now, it's a 4,000 to 5,000 gold lead. Drums is completed. General perhaps needs to find a way to TP out of this one, and Cold Snap is there. Can Sprout? No?
Yeah, he's Then you need the Cold Snap. And now it comes to Era.
I guess if you go for the Sprout TP, the wave gives vision for the Cold Snap there, so that wouldn't have worked anyways, but
yeah,
could have tried for it.
Level 6 beast, they need to be able to use this raw, but how do you really use it? Navi's just going to start to 5-man push towers. They're going to go for Roshan soon, and then the game, they will have to take one fight with a really big disadvantage and win it.
Some nice stream micro finds the escape team as they come in towards this mid lane, and Navi take another objective.
Only 10 more seconds, then Oracle will get us level 6 with the Tomb of Knowledge.
Yep. And you mentioned Roche, and Navi can really take that at
really
will.
Easily, yeah.
General's picked up another ring. I imagine he may just want to go for a mech for the team to help sustain and build up that build.
Nature's Prophet, going for the Ring of
mech?
Region,
Mech
maybe
Prophet?
4-step. Headrest,
Headrest,
mech.
yeah, mech.
Good.
And yeah, Navi's already in the Roche pit. Invoker's going to help him out. Navi's say thanks very much, Goigba.
Huh? They're actually backing out?
Okay. Maybe just too dangerous. They're even using a scan. They are a little bit worried about what Escape are up to.
Yeah. Well, now Kaiser shows on top and they will go right back in.
Nature's Prophet TP on cooldown, so they're perhaps a little bit cautious about this.
Wait, why is Cinder in solo smoke? What happened there? Maybe just play some wards?
Warding smoke. The old fluff and stuff smoke. Error.
And now they just go back into Roche. They just see the beast muscle top.
Yeah, and I think they thought they could catch Escape trying to contest Roche with that Moonlight Shadow, but Escape had an Observer Sentry combo, and that'll give them the vision they need. Escape are kind of nearby, but they're going to beat.
They really don't want to fight it there. If they fight it there, the game's might be over.
They're too late for this one. Beastmaster remaining top, as we said.
It was really good by General because he just summoned trees on top lane to pressure the lane in, and then somebody had to address that, and then they just took a free Roach.
Teacher, look around this bottom lane. Era. Be careful, my friend.
It's 1,300 additional gold for the Aghanims on Mirana.
For Navi, this Aegis is probably these tier 2 towers, if anything.
All of them, yeah. Pretty much all of them.
And then next Aegis, the game plan is this Aegis all tier 2 towers, next Aegis high ground.
Yeah. And Escape needs to make sure they keep split pushing. They need to find pickoffs. They can't let them group up as 5.
And if Navi, well, the thing is, you also need to be careful not to give away kills, because Navi, in theory, if they get a kill or two, could go high ground with this Aegis.
Yeah.
So,
and you have to be careful you don't like overstay your welcome. For example, if you want to split push and you just lose your base tower or something because they're too fast.
Yeah.
You have to be really careful and cautious with the calls they make now.
And this is where a team like Wings would just be like, screw the tier 2 towers, let's just go straight high grounds. Like, let's just push right down this bottom lane. And you look at the Escape lineup and it's like, what if they go to defend? They could go get a one Wex Chaos Meteor out, but
like, I think it's what Navi is looking to do now. They're gonna go for the high ground.
At least force TP back.
Yeah,
you don't have to take. Your plan isn't necessary to take racks. It's like, hey, let's not give them a straight up trade. Like, the trade has to involve Escape TPing back to defend bottom.
Yeah. 700 gold until Aghanim is online. Level 6 on Oracle. Address. Finished. 500 more gold for mech. As soon as they have that mech, the team fight is massively strong.
Doing what he can to trade. I feel like Navi are giving up a lot in exchange here.
I don't think they should have done it. They should have forced high ground.
That's the thing. We're talking about that. They were going to go for that player. They're going to go for player top now. They're going to try to punish Escape Gaming. Tend to get taken out before it can TP. Quakefa has this, but could go into the Ghost Walk. Will do so.
No dust available.
Protection. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about. Like, the team, like, we're actually Wings play the Drought strat, like 12 minutes in, they're like, oh, like, screw it, let's just force high ground. And if they don't react, you get a tier 3 tower, perhaps a range Rax, a melee Rax. If they do react, you force them back to base, and they're not getting that trade. Because Escape got a tier 1 and started to damage the tier 2.
Yeah, they definitely would have like at least taken half of the base tower's health and forced them back. 300 more gold until the Shadow Blade on Slark. When he has that online, they definitely need to find pickups because it's not a teamfight item. It's not gonna contribute like at all in the team fight. He's just
finding
really
pickups if Navi 5-manning though.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like they're gonna go for the tier 2 top now, and they might as well just like threaten high ground because there's no lane pushed in for Navi right now. No pressure at all on the map.
T6 is going to have Aghanim Scepter and 20 gold, so that's a huge boost to his damage. Talk about the Enchantress being a problem up until now. Well, that Axe kind of changes things a bit there.
Yeah, Dragonlance on Axe, on Ench. So at least her damage upper is pretty high. But yeah, like Invoker and Slark, they're both going to be pretty much non-factors in those team fights. They simply don't have the levels and gold yet. Both very greedy heroes if you play them that way, and might bite them here.
Right, well, we go back to it. This Aegis is the tier 2 towers, and they've taken all 3 of them. And they still have a minute and a half left on it, so they've been very efficient about taking them.
What they will just do now is control the entire map pretty much, cut down the farm for Escape Gaming, and just really out-farm them, get next row, go high ground.
We got items coming out in the courier. Navi kind of split around now, defending some of these lanes. They've left a lot of heroes at bottom.
Yep.
Sorry, a lot of heroes at mid, but just general at bottom. Could TP him back in if they want to try and force things. And that's where how fast they've taken these tier 2 towns. They've got a minute to push high ground with Aegis, and maybe at least get some damage off.
They're gonna get damage. They won't get the Rex, but they will definitely take like half health, maybe even a tower.
And they're kind of trying to force the Escape to make a play. If Escape overextends, they could be a rack. Feature rather when they keep going, get hooked up by the Oracle. That's going to keep them alive for now. The Witch Doctor open on the high ground will force the Escape back. And that's Navi we're hoping for. Escape think they have to make a play. That's exactly what Escape do.
But they really have no other choices. And
It did slow down the push.
Yeah, but Escape also recognizes like right away they need to make a play, and they don't even hesitate and they just do it.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, they're in a really tight spot and didn't work out, but they need to take risks.
You only took half the damage on your tier 3. You lose Avenge, and you had Slack creep wave skipping. So it was very much a play like, okay, we're gonna fight this creep wave, or they're gonna take out tier 3. So if anything, that was like trading Venge to save your tier 3. So
I definitely want Venge to die more often, like because the aura.
That's injured. You flex approval.
No, you know, it's so good against Drow. If you actually have that, if she has so much base agility, it slows the push down like a lot. Obviously, it would be good if he wouldn't die, you know.
I know. Okay, someone's got to die when you're this far behind. I say this far, how far is it? It's about to hit 10,000 gold.
But might as well be Venge. You went 4-step on Invoker. I think I would have liked to see like a really quick Agonist, because else you don't have spells ready. Like level 1 Invoker can't cast spells. You have a really hard time in team fights.
Mid lane, Navi say we do not need Aegis. Let's go without. Sprout will let some trees summon on the high ground. Navi just going to hit from the low ground.
They really can't defend this.
Tower down. Now they're going to get it to work on. It looks like the melee rack. They're going to force Escape to come in and make a play.
No creep.
They have taken out the backdoor. No, they haven't. It looks like
yes,
oh no, no.
How?
They went to base with creeps, I guess.
Oh no, the bottom lane.
Oh, bottom lane too close, and now Rage and melee racks will go down. They had Slark, now they're going to try and fight. This one feels like a last separate from Escape. Eric goes to Nico. They just ulting himself. He's holding on to it for now. Era sprouted up and controlled. They've lost the bench. Perhaps to the betterment of Escape's defense, since it does apply that aura, but they've also got to do some damage, and right now that's something which that lineup is unable to do in these team fights.
Creep wave already on the bottom lane. They'll just get another set of red. Drop the cane boot for a long time.
Hashtag efficiency. Dropping it for the just so it can get that extra bit of mana. And Navi, it looks like they're going to just meet game number 2. It's 18 minutes in, the classic Drow Ranger strats are back. And Looking for a second lane yet, not over quite yet. Doesn't get too ahead of ourselves. Kenzie gonna throw out a Roach just as a general with the Sunstrike, but damn it! The Deputy Blast is not gonna do enough. They need that Meteor and Error.
Strike do so. They've got an orb.
We're on the right to the Drower doing a lot of damage, and now the buyback can start rolling on through. Error gonna go down to the front line. He's gonna buy back 3, buyback 2. This is all in. Navi has not used Cross the Life yet. They're starting to give it damage. Denji's about to beat the skill back up. Kenzie's going to go down. Error, he's silent. This could be the end of him, and it's the end of this game number 2 as Navi tie things up in this 2-game series. Round robin group stage. They get at least the game to win. And all correct. 100. Good shit.
We own.
Yep. Navi owned here in game 2.
Yep,
strategically, execution-wise,